Capeville clearance. Good evening. Wiz 4207 ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Indonesia 8248 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Wiz 4207 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground. Wiz 4207 ready to taxi. Wiz 4207 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Good evening. Asia 7163 ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Capeville Tower. Wiz 4207 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground. Indonesia 8248 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville Tower. Good evening. Lion Inter 8434 is on approach. Lion Inter 8434 clear to land runway 35 right.
Indonesia 8248 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Indonesia 8248 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good evening. Transnorth 2128 is on approach.
Capeville clearance. Good evening. Singapore 8153 ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Transnorth 2128 clear to land runway 35 left. Capeville ground. Lion Inter 8434 taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance. Good evening. Time 8533 ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Capeville Tower. Good evening. Kenya 3654 is on approach. Kenya 3654 clear to land runway 35 left.
Lion Inter 8434 requesting taxi to the gates. Capeville ground. Transnorth 2128 taxi to the gates. Transnorth 2128 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance. Good evening. Air Canada 8159 ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Wiz 4207 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Time 8533 cleared for pushback.
Asia 7163 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 8153 cleared for pushback.
Air Canada 8159 cleared for pushback.
Time 8533 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good evening. Ryanair 1118 is on approach. Ryanair 1118 clear to land runway 35 left. Asia 7163 taxi to runway 35 right.
Singapore 8153 taxi to runway 35 right.
Air Canada 8159 taxi to runway 35 right.
Transnorth 2128 continue taxi.
Kenya 3654 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Capeville ground. Transnorth 2128 with you.
Kenya 3654 continue taxi.
Asia 7163 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground. Kenya 3654 with you.
Time 8533 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Europa 5003 taxi to runway 35 right. Lion Inter 8434 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville Tower, Air Canada 8159er, ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Air Canada 8159er, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Singapore 8153 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Firefly 6047 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Ryanair 1118 requesting taxi to the gates. Ryanair 1118 taxi to gate Alpha 5. Firefly 6047 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, Ryanair 1118 request to cross runway. Ryanair 1118 continue taxi.
Europa 5003 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Ryanair 1118 with you.
Capeville Tower, good evening, Swiss 5462, Mayday Mayday Mayday. Capeville clearance, good evening, Lot 39er31, ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Capeville clearance, good evening, Alitalia 29er79er ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower, Firefly 6047 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Firefly 6047 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Alitalia 29er79er cleared for pushback.
Lot 39er31, cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Lot 39er31, ready to taxi.
Alitalia 29er79er taxi to runway 35 right.
Lot 39er31, taxi to runway 35 right.
Aeromexico 5451 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground, Aeromexico 5451 ready to taxi. Aeromexico 5451 taxi to runway 35 right.
Alitalia 29er79er cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance, good evening, New Zealand 39er95 ready for pushback at Bravo 1. New Zealand 39er95 cleared for
Ladies and
pushback.
gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Capeville Tower, Lot 39er31, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Yellow Cab 9076 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Lot
Ladies and
39er31,
gentlemen, please
cleared
pay
for
attention
takeoff
as we
runway
display the safety
35
features and
right.
procedures of the aircraft in
New
case of an
Zealand
emergency.
39er95 taxi
During an
to runway
emergency, please
35
remain in your
right.
seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your
good evening. Wiz 5530 is on approach. Wiz 5530 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Dynasty 9319 cleared for pushback.
Aeromexico 5451 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Dynasty 9319 ready to taxi. Dynasty 9319 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Malaysian 9548 is on approach. Malaysian 9548 cleared to land runway 35 left.
New Zealand 3995 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Capeville ground Yellow Cab 9076 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Alitalia 7856 cleared to land runway 35 left. Capeville ground Wiz 5530 taxi to the gates. Wiz 5530 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Capeville Tower good evening. Singapore 3586 is on approach. Singapore 3586 clear to land runway 35 right.
Yellow Cab 9076 continue taxi.
Indonesia 8249 cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground Yellow Cab 9076 with you.
Capeville ground, Indonesia 8249 ready to taxi.
KLM 5564 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Wiz 5530 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower Dynasty 9319 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Wiz 5530 with you.
Indonesia 8249 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Alitalia 7856 taxi to the gates.
Malaysian 9548 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Dynasty 9319 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Malaysian 9548 continue taxi.
Indonesia 8249 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Pakistan 1224 is on approach. Pakistan 1224 clear to land runway 35 right. Capeville ground Malaysian 9548 with you.
Singapore 3586 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Alitalia 7856 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville ground KLM 5564 taxi to the gates.
Team 9er86 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance Kenya 3655 ready for pushback at Alpha 3. Kenya 3655 cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground Pakistan 1224 requesting taxi to the gates. Capeville Tower, good evening. Kenya 7696 is on approach. Kenya 7696 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Lion Inter 8435 cleared for pushback. Trans North 2129 cleared for pushback.
Kenya 3655 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, team 9er86 taxi to the gates.
Alitalia 7856 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
KLM 5564 requesting taxi to the gates.
Alitalia 7856 continue taxi. Lion Inter 8435 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville ground Alitalia 7856 with you. Trans North 2129 taxi to runway 35 right.
KLM 5564 continue taxi.
Team 9er86 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Germania 90502 is on approach.
Capeville ground KLM 5564 with you.
Germania 90502 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Ryanair 1119 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Kenya 76906, taxi to the gates.
Ryanair 1119, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capitol Tower, Lion Enter 8435, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Team 99086, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Command 5538 is on approach. Command 5538, cleared to land runway 35 right. Kenya 76906, requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Lion Enter 90204 is on approach. Lion Enter 90204, clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Germania 90502, taxi to the gates.
Lion Enter 8435, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Command 5538, taxi to the gates.
Kenya 3655, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Transnorth 2129, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Command 5538, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Ryanair 1119, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Pakistan 1224, taxi to gate Bravo 5. Kenya 76906, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Germania 90502, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Ground, Lion Enter 90204, requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Enter 90204, taxi to gate Bravo 2. Capeville Tower, Lion Enter 90204, request to cross runway. Lion Enter 90204, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Lion Enter 90204, with you.
Capitol clearance, yellow cab 9077, ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Capitol clearance, Wiz 5531, ready for pushback at Alpha 2. Wiz 5531, cleared for pushback.
Malaysian 9549, cleared for pushback.
Capitol clearance, Singapore 3587, ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
KLM 3962, cleared to land runway 35 left.
Singapore 3587, cleared for pushback.
Capitol Ground, Wiz 5531, ready to taxi.
Malaysian 9549, taxi to runway. Right.
Yellow cab 9077, cleared for pushback.
Capitol Ground, Singapore 3587, ready to taxi. Singapore 3587, taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, Singapore 3587, ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Singapore 3587, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Malaysian 9549er, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground KLM 3962, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Lion Enter 8640 is on approach. Lion Enter 8640, clear to land runway 35 right.
KLM 3962, continue taxi. Capeville Ground KLM 3962 with you. KLM 5565 cleared for pushback.
Korean 8946 cleared to land runway 35 right. Alitalia 7857 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground KLM 5565 ready to taxi. KLM 3962 hold position.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Condor 6312 is on approach. Condor 6312 cleared to land runway 35 right.
KLM 5565 taxi to runway 35 right.
Alitalia 7857 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Lion Enter 8640, requesting taxi to the gates.
KLM 3962 continue taxi.
Lion Enter 8640, taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Capeville clearance team 9er 87 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Ural 5070 is on approach. Ural 5070, cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville clearance, Finnair 5539er, ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Korean 8946 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville clearance, Kenya 76907, ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Capeville clearance, Germania 90503, ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 31904 is on approach. Lion Inter 31904 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground Condor 6312 requesting taxi to the gates.
Germania 90503, cleared for pushback.
Kenya 76907, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Asiana 90826 is on approach. Asiana 90826 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Alitalia 7857 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Team 9er 87 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Korean 7986 is on approach. Korean 7986 cleared to land runway 35 right. Germania 90503, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Pakistan 1225, ready to taxi.
Booling 3406, clear to land runway 35 left.
Ural 5070, requesting taxi to the gates. Finnair 5539, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Lion Inter 90205, ready to taxi.
Lion Inter 31904 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Capeville Tower, good evening. Tame 6422 is on approach. Tame 6422, cleared to land runway 35 left.
Condor 6312 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Pakistan 1225, taxi to runway 35 right.
Alitalia 7857 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Asiana 90826 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
KLM 5565 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Kenya 76907, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Lion Inter 90205, taxi to runway 35 right.
Germania 90503, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Team 9er 87, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Kenya 8420 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Lion Inter 90205, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Finnair 5539, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Spinnaker 8540 is on approach. Spinnaker 8540 clear to land runway 35 left.
Pakistan 1225, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ural 5070, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Booling 3406, continue taxi.
Korean 7986, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Ground, Booling 3406 with you.
Tame 6422, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Tame 6422 with you.
Capeville Ground, Kenya 8420, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Ground, Spinnaker 8540, taxi to the gates. Spinnaker 8540, taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville Tower, Kenya 8420, request to cross runway. Kenya 8420, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Kenya 8420 with you.
Capeville Tower, Spinnaker 8540, request to cross runway. Spinnaker 8540, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Spinnaker 8540 with you.
Capeville clearance KLM 3963 ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Kenya 6684 is on approach. Kenya 6684 clear to land runway 35 left. Capeville clearance line enter 8641 ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Capeville clearance Korean 8947 ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
Capeville Ground, Kenya 6684 requesting taxi to the gates.
KLM 3963 cleared for pushback.
If we enjoy flying with us,
Line enter
before takeoff we would like
8641
to
cleared
encourage
for
all
pushback.
passengers to watch our cabin crew
Korean
display the safety
8947
features
cleared
of
for
the aircraft.
pushback.
Capeville Ground KLM 3963 ready to taxi.
Line enter 8641 taxi to runway 35 right.
KLM 3963 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korean 8947 taxi to runway 35 right.
Kenya 6684 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Euro 5071 cleared for pushback.
Capeville clearance Condor 6313 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Kenya 6684 continue taxi. Azure 3176 clear to land runway 35 left. Capeville Ground, Kenya 6684 with you.
Euro 5071 taxi to runway 35 right.
Lion Inter 31905 cleared for pushback.
Condor 6313 cleared for pushback.
Swiss 3758 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, Korea 7987, ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower, Korean 8947 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Enter 31905 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korean 8947 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Condor 6313 taxi to runway 35 right.
Lion Enter 8641 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
KLM 3963 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Korean 8947 cancel takeoff.
Alitalia 6082 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Ural 5071 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Trans North 9946 is on approach. Trans North 9946 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Korean 8947 hold position.
Asiana 9827 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korean 7987 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korean 8947 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Swiss 3758 taxi to the gates.
Roger 3176 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville Tower, Lion Enter 31905 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Lion Enter 31905 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Roger 3176 request to cross runway.
Swiss 3758 requesting taxi to the gates. Capeville clearance Tame 6423 ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Yellow cab 2200 is on approach.
Roger 3176 continue taxi.
Yellow cab 2200 clear to land runway 35 left.
Swiss 3758 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Roger 3176 with you.
Capeville Ground, Swiss 3758 with you.
Booling 3407 taxi to runway 35 right.
Korea 7987 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Tame 6423 taxi to runway 35 right.
Asiana 9827 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Trans North 9946 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Capeville Tower, Alitalia 6082 request to cross runway. Alitalia 6082 continue taxi.
Trans North 9946 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Alitalia 6082 with you.
Capeville Ground, Trans North 9946 with you.
Tame 6423 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Air France 7380 is on approach. Air France 7380 clear to land runway 35 left.
Booling 3407 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
8421 taxi to runway 35 right.
Ladies and
Capeville
gentlemen, on
Ground,
behalf
Yellow
of the
cab
captain and crew, welcome aboard this
2200
flight.
requesting
We hope
taxi
you
to the
enjoy flying
gates.
with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all
8541 cleared for
passengers to
pushback.
watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Vietnam 7368 is on approach. Vietnam 7368 clear to land runway 35 right. Yellow cab 2200 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Capeville Ground, Spinnaker 8541 ready to taxi.
Yellow cab 2200 continue taxi.
Spinnaker 8541 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Hainan 5052 is on approach. Hainan 5052 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Yellow cab 2200 with you.
Capeville Tower, Kenya 8421 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Air France 7380 taxi to the gates. Air France 7380 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Kenya 6684 is on approach.
Capeville Ground, Vietnam 7368 requesting taxi to the gates. Vietnam 7368 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Kenya 6684 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Turkish 7992 is on approach.
Capeville Tower, Air France 7380 request to cross runway.
Turkish 7992 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Air France 7380 continue taxi.
Hainan 5052 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Ground, Air France 7380 with you.
Kenya 8421 line up and wait runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Azores 3362 is on approach. Azores 3362 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Spinnaker 8541 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Turkish 7992 is going around.
Capeville Ground, Kenya 6684 requesting taxi to the gates. Kenya 6684 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Kenya 8421 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Kenya 6684 request to cross runway. Capeville Ground, Azores 3362 taxi to the gates. Azores 3362 taxi to gate Bravo 4. Kenya 6684 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Kenya 6684 with you. Capeville Tower, Azores 3362 request to cross runway. Azores 3362 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Azores 3362 with you.
Capeville clearance Korean 8947 ready for pushback at Bravo 1. Korean 8947 cleared for pushback. Capeville Ground Korean 8947 ready to taxi. Korean 8947 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, good morning. Swiss Signer 946 is on approach. Swiss Signer 946 cleared to land runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, Korean 8947 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Korean 8947 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance Azure 3177 ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Swiss 3759 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Etihad 5370 is on approach. Etihad 5370 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Azure 3177 cleared for pushback. Azure 3177 taxi to runway 35 right.
Swiss 3759er, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Turkish 7992 is on approach. Turkish 7992 clear to land runway 35 left. Capeville ground, Swiss 9946 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Alitalia 6083 cleared for pushback.
Trans North 9947 cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground, Alitalia 6083 ready to taxi.
Swiss 9946 continue taxi.
Trans North 9947 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Swiss 9946 with you.
Alitalia 6083 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Etihad 5370 taxi to the gates. Capeville ground, Turkish 7992 taxi to the gates. Turkish 7992 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Swiss 3759er cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Roger 3177 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance Yellow Cab 2201 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Lion Inter 4374 is on approach.
Etihad 5370 continue taxi.
Lion Inter 4374 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Alitalia 6083 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Turkish 7992 continue taxi. Capeville ground, Etihad 5370 with you.
Yellow Cab 2201 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Turkish 7992 with you.
Trans North 9947 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance Vietnam 7369er ready for pushback at Bravo 2. Capeville Tower, good morning. Transavia 7570 is on approach. Transavia 7570 clear to land runway 35 right.
Air France 7381 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. AirAsia 7410 is on approach. AirAsia 7410 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Hainan 5053 cleared for pushback.
Vietnam 7369er cleared for pushback.
Air France 7381 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Finnair 2984 is on approach.
Capeville Tower, Yellow Cab 2201 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Finnair 2984 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Lion Inter 4374 continue taxi.
Vietnam 7369er taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Spinnaker 9694 is on approach. Spinnaker 9694 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Yellow Cab 2201 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Hainan 5053 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, Lion Inter 4374 with you. China Southern 4282 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Vietnam 7369er cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Air France 7381 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Transavia 7570 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
AirAsia 7410 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
KLM 1480 clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Kenya 6685 ready to taxi.
Capeville ground, Finnair 2984 taxi to the gates.
Azores 3363 cleared for pushback. Kenya 6685 taxi to runway 35 right.
Finnair 2984 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Azores 3363 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Sky 5566 is on approach. Capeville ground, Finnair 2984 with you. Sky 5566 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville ground, China Southern 4282 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, Spinnaker 9694 request to cross runway.
Capeville Tower, good morning. AirAsia 6786 is on approach. AirAsia 6786 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Azores 3363, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
KLM 1480 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
China Southern 4282 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Ground Sky 5566 requesting taxi to the gates. Sky 5566 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Azores 3363, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground AirAsia 6786 taxi to the gates.
Kenya 6685, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
AirAsia 6786 requesting taxi to the gates.
Spinnaker 90694, continue taxi.
AirAsia 6786 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville Ground, Spinnaker 90694 with you.
China Southern 4282 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, China Southern 4282 with you.
KLM 1480 continue taxi. Capeville Ground KLM 1480 with you. Capeville clearance Swiss Signer 947 ready for pushed back at Alpha 1. Swiss Signer 947 cleared for pushed back. Capeville Tower, good morning Philippines 19908 is on approach. KLM 1480 hold position. Philippines 19908 clear to land runway 35 right. Swiss Signer 947 taxi to runway 35 right. KLM 1480 continue taxi. Capeville clearance Turkish 7993 ready for pushed back at Bravo 1. Turkish 7993 cleared for pushed back. Capeville clearance Etihad 5371 ready for pushed back at Bravo 5. Etihad 5371 cleared for pushed back. Turkish 7993 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Ground Philippines 19908 taxi to the gates.
Enter 6860, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Philippines 19908 taxi to gate Bravo 1. Capeville Ground Etihad 5371 ready to taxi. Etihad 5371 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, Swiss Signer 947 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Airport to go 1426 is on approach. Airport to go 1426, clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Lion Inter 4375. Ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Indonesia, the 474 is on approach. Indonesia, the 474 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Lion Inter 4375. Cleared for pushback.
Inter 6860. Taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Lion Inter 4375. Taxi to runway 35 right.
Transavia 7571 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Euro 54906 is on approach. Euro 54906 clear to land runway 35 right.
Inter 6860. Hold position.
Airport to go 1426 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Capeville clearance. AirAsia 7411. Ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Transavia 7571 taxi to runway 35 right.
AirAsia 7411. Cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Indonesia, the 474 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Ground. AirAsia 7411. Ready to taxi. Inter 6860. Continue taxi. AirAsia 7411. Taxi to runway 35 right.
Swiss Simon 47 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Etihad 5371 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Indonesia the 474 taxi to gate Alpha 3. Turkish 7993 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Euro 54906 taxi to the gates.
Lion Inter 4375. Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Turkish 7993 taxi to
Euro 54906 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower. AirAsia 7411. Ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Turkish
The captain aborted the takeoff. Please remain in your seat.
7993 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville clearance. Finnair 2985. Ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
AirAsia 7411. Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Transavia 7571 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Finnair 2985. Cleared for pushback. Finnair 2985. Taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville clearance. Sky 5567. Ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Asiana 4450 is on approach. Asiana 4450 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Sky 5567. Cleared for pushback. Capeville Ground. Sky 5567. Ready to taxi. Sky 5567. Taxi to runway 35 right.
Euro 54906 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Terram 4738 is on approach. Terram 4738 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Finnair 2985. Ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Ural 6304 is on approach. Ural 6304 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Spinnaker 906 905. Cleared for pushback.
AirAsia 6787 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Asiana 4450 taxied at the gates.
China Southern 4283 cleared for pushback. Capeville Tower, good morning. Hainan 4616 is on approach. Hainan 4616 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Spinnaker 906-905 taxi to runway 35 right.
AirAsia 6787 taxi to runway 35 right.
KLM 1481 cleared for pushback.
Asiana 4450 requesting taxi at the gates.
China Southern 4283 taxi to runway 35 right.
Finnair 2985 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Terran 4738 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Sky 5567 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. AirAsia 6787 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
KLM 1481 taxi to runway 35 right.
China Southern 4283 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, U-Bolt 6304 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Lufthansa 3960. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Spinnaker 906-905 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capitol clearance Philippines 1999 ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
Hainan 4616 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Asiana 4450 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
U-Bolt 6304 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Capitol Tower KLM 1481 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Hainan 4616 request to cross runway. Hainan 4616 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Hainan 4616 with you.
KLM 1481 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Hainan 4616 hold position.
Philippines 1999 cleared for pushback.
Hainan 4616 continue taxi.
Air Portugal 1427 cleared for pushback.
Capitol Ground Philippines 1999 ready to taxi. Philippines 1999 taxi to runway 35 right.
Inter 6861 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 475 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Air Portugal 1427 ready to taxi.
Capitol Ground Indonesia 475 ready to taxi. Indonesia 475 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Dynasty 7014 is on approach. Dynasty 7014 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Philippines 1999 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Dynasty 8258 is on approach. Dynasty 8258 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. KLM 90136 is on approach. KLM 90136 cleared to land runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, Indonesia, 475 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ural 54907 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground Dynasty 7014 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Sky 5788 is on approach. Sky 5788 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Turkish 7993 cleared for pushback. Indonesia 475 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Dynasty 7014 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Viewing 2984 is on approach. Viewing 2984 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Ural 5497 taxi to runway 35 right.
Dynasty 7014 continue taxi.
Dynasty 8258 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville Ground Dynasty 7014 review.
Turkish 7993 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Air India 3456 is on approach. Air India 3456 clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground KLM 90136 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville Ground Sky 5788 taxi to the gates. Sky 5788 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Turkish 7993 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ural 5497 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower KLM 90136 request to cross runway. KLM 90136 continue taxi. Capeville Ground KLM 90136 with you.
Capeville Tower Sky 5788 request to cross runway. Sky 5788 continue taxi. Capeville Ground Sky 5788 with you.
Capeville Ground Air India 3456 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Europa 5780 is on approach.
KLM 90136 hold position.
Viewing 2984 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Europa 5780 clear to land runway 35 left.
Viewing 2984 continue taxi.
Terran 4739 cleared for pushback. Capeville Tower, good morning. Etihad 7824 is on approach.
Capeville Ground, viewing 2984 with you.
Air India 3456 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Etihad 7824 clear to land runway 35 right.
Air India 3456 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Alaska 3656 is on approach.
Capeville Ground Air India 3456 with you.
Alaska 3656 cleared to land runway 35 left.
ASEAN 4451 taxi to runway 35 right.
Terran 4739 taxi to runway 35 right.
Ural 6305 cleared for pushback. Capeville Ground Ural 6305 ready to taxi.
KLM 90136 continue taxi.
Ural 6305 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Philippines 7390 is on approach. Philippines 7390 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground Etihad 7824 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower Ural 6305 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground Europa 5780 requesting taxi to the gates.
Etihad 7824 requesting taxi to the gates.
Europa 5780 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Etihad 7824 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville Tower Europa 5780 request to cross runway.
Ural 6305 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Europa 5780 continue taxi. Capeville Ground Europa 5780 with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Singapore 51902 is on approach.
Terran 4739 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Asiana 4451 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Alaska 3656, continue taxi. Capitol Ground, Alaska 3656, with you. Thai 4178, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Singapore 51902, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Philippines 7390, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Hainan 4617, taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Singapore 51902, taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, Hainan 4617, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Singapore 51902, taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Hainan 4617, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capitol Ground, Thai 4178, taxi to the gates. Thai 4178, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Asiana 1720 is on approach. Asiana 1720, cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville clearance, Dynasty 8259er, ready for pushback at Bravo 1. Dynasty 8259er, cleared for pushback.
Capeville clearance, Dynasty 7015, ready for pushback at Charlie 2. Dynasty 7015, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Asiana 1720, taxi to the gates. Dynasty 8259er, taxi to runway 35 right.
Dynasty 7015, taxi to runway 35 right.
Asiana 1720, requesting taxi to the gates. Asiana 1720, taxi to gate Charlie 2. Capeville Tower, Dynasty 8259er, ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Dynasty 8259er, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 7015, ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance KLM 90137 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. KLM 90137 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground KLM 90137 ready to taxi. KLM 90137 taxi to runway 35 right.
Sky 5789er cleared for pushback.
Air India 3457 cleared for pushback.
Capitol clearance, Vueling 2985, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Indonesia 6606, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Vueling 2985, cleared for pushback.
Sky 5789er, taxi to runway 35 right.
Air India 3457 taxi to runway 35 right.
Vueling 2985, taxi to runway 35 right.
Air India 3457, hold position.
Etihad 7825 cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 7015 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Speedbird 5812 is on approach.